Welcome. This is the wrap-up of the City Council meeting held Monday, October 25th, 2021. We had a work session and a council meeting tonight, along with 3 public hearings. So at the work session, we dealt with 2 items. We heard an update from the Coalition of Greater Minnesota Cities on what was accomplished in 2021 and what their priorities are for 2022. Grand Rapids is a member of the coalition, which supports cities in greater Minnesota. We want to make sure we have our fair say along with those in the metro area. So we belong to that coalition, and we had a good update tonight. After that, we had a finance department head report. So we learned what the finance department's been doing the last year. And then we moved on to the regular meeting. At the regular meeting, we had a number of items. First off, we proclaimed October Domestic Violence Awareness Month. The Director of Families for Safety, Advocates for Safety, was here and addressed the council, and we read the proclamation. And we know that domestic violence is a concern everywhere, and Grand Rapids is not an exception. Then we had a number of items on the consent agenda, a couple items on the regular agenda, one to approve a quote to repair the golf course maintenance building, a building that's 70 years old. And so that was accepted. And then we approved a preliminary plat for Hawkinson Commercial Development. Many of you will know that as the area between Walmart and Home Depot. And so the plat and how it would be divided and how a road would go through there was approved. And what I can tell you at this point is the developer has 2 projects. There are 6 lots, and there are projects currently for 2 of those 6 lots. One would be a gas station and one would be a car wash. And so there still are 4 parcels that could be used for further development. But we approved the plat, so how the land could be divided was approved tonight. That concluded most of the regular agenda. We had 3 items on the 3 public hearings tonight. One was just a text amendment to change the rules on having repair services in the central business district. We already have 3 that are grandfathered in. Atchison Tire, Jack's Amico, and Wayne's Automotive Repair. They're still there, but they're not allowed to expand or increase their footprint at all. So what we approved tonight would allow, I know one of those 3 is interested in possibly making their square footage a little bigger. The third one, I'll just go to the third one first, was to approve final special assessments to roughly a 1-block project on Fifth Avenue or 5th Street Southwest, from 10th Street to 11th Street. That 1 block was done this summer, and special assessments were approved tonight, and there were nobody in the audience who had questions on that. We did have a number of members in the audience on the second public hearing tonight, and that was to a public hearing to rezone about 8.7 acres of land from R1, which means 1 family residential, to R4, multiple family residential, high density. St. Joseph's Catholic Church has additional property that's undeveloped that they can't develop unless additional streets go through. And so with the possible extension of 21st Street Southwest, they have nothing planned, but they wanted to have the option of moving forward with R4 multiple family residential zoning. The number of residents from all over that neighborhood, Timberlake Drive, Donovan Drive, 2nd and 3rd Street Southwest, and other areas on the Forest Lake Hills area, spoke, addressed, they brought up a number of concerns. Probably the most pressing was traffic that will go through that area to avoid the golf course road and to avoid other places through town, and so they're worried that their streets will become a thoroughfare. And there were other concerns expressed as well. So that part of the public hearing probably took, I guess I wasn't counting, but almost an hour and a half, maybe a little bit more. And we let all the residents speak and share what they thought, and we let the proponents of the proposal speak as well. In the end, the council would like to deny the motion. That was the consensus that was reached, but we have to have findings of fact to do that. So what we did is we voted to extend the time period on this from 60 days to 90 days. The 90 days will be up here. It gives us just a little bit more time because our next meeting of the city council was actually before is November 8th, which is after the 60-day time period expires. So we extended it so that we can have the opportunity for our city attorney and city staff to write finding of facts that allows us to deny the proposal. Having said that, the Catholic Church can come back with a different proposal that addresses some of the concerns they heard this evening, and we assume that they're going to bring it back to their parish and the committee that is working on this, and maybe we'll see if it's a different proposal, they are allowed to come back with another proposal more or less at any time. If they want to come back with the same proposal, they have to wait at least 1 year. So that was the hot topic tonight, and it was well handled. We appreciate the residents, pro and con, who spoke this evening and did it respectfully, and had a chance to express their concerns, but did it in a respectful manner, and the council reached the decision they did. So with that, we'll see you again on November 8th, 2021, and enjoy that time period.